No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
A strike downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll leave it with him. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Let's it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Gators decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's good.
There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense at an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Here's a heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The field goal is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll send out the kicker here. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. A little screen to the running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Throws it back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll try to do it himself. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. 3rd down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Might be changing the route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Behind his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-goes. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time, they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is about
turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? it goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He unleashes a long one. Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give from the gun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Snagged out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Barmore. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for space, it's Sanchez. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here's the pressure. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 35 to TCU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Webb. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They kick it away on 4th down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. At the 40, there he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.